Hey, your buddy Peace and Harmony here with you here today. The narcissist in the workplace, the psychopath in the workplace, the flamboyantly dressed manager, the really pushy boss, the bossy boss, the guy who's just acting 10 feet tall, pushing his weight around, making you feel inferior, making you feel less than, really just abusing of his power. Is this person a narcissist? Is this person a psychopath, perhaps? Do they just have so much greed that's causing them to behave the way that they do? Or are they just, receiving a lot of pressure from the higher-ups that are causing them to behave this way? Well, there's a fine line between really someone who's successful and someone who is a true narcissist or psychopath in the workplace. The narcissist, by virtue of their arrogance, and a sense of entitlement, it really sets them up to be found in all sorts of positions of power. The manager, the director of, the VP, the bank VP, the director of yada yada, IT. I mean, some of these people have advanced there because of their talents. Some of these people have advanced there because of their knowledge. Some people have advanced there because of their clout, or they've done specific work that's now entitled them to be there. Other people have gotten there because of their pushiness, their arrogance. Maybe they slept their way to the top. Oh God, it's disgusting. But oftentimes within these organizations, large, medium, and small, you're going to find the corporate narcissist, you're going to find a psychopath in the workplace. What sets them apart really is very much those different qualities that we have discussed in the spectrum of personality disorders. Meaning that, the narcissist who is arrogant, entitled, the pushy boss, the bossy boss, the one who's so demanding, really to a sense of cruelty, treats their employees with disrespect, treats everyone pretty much with disrespect. I mean, it goes across the board, these personality disorders. It's not like they turn the personality disorder on and off. It's just who they are. And oftentimes, they do get caught. The greedy, the ones who are breaking the rules, the ones who want all the attention on them, and you feel like they just aren't listening, or they don't permit you to contribute to the organization. Well, a lot of organizations do have trouble integrating the talents of all different levels and all different stratum of their workforce. It's just how it is. Sometimes the larger the organization, the more difficult it is for them to open up their departmental channels. But really, for sake of this video, is more how to identify the narcissist in the workplace, how to identify the psychopath in the workplace, and how to really, once you have that knowledge, what do you really do once you have that information? So the narcissist, as we know, loves to be acknowledged. I mean, that is your way to get on their good side, is they love to be acknowledged. They love to have a fan just giving them all the credit for everything that is going on. They really seek out that adoration, which of course is their narcissistic supply. So enough of the definitions. What does it really look like? Well, the extremely flashy boss who is wearing super expensive suits, is, impeccably dressed, has an insanely expensive car, has the corner office, has his hair just coiffed just so perfectly, wearing extremely expensive jewelry, yet doesn't train his staff, doesn't give them the guidance and direction that they need, sexually harasses his support staff, yells, slams things, looks at nothing but the numbers, doesn't look at anything, demands a lot without the training in place. Maybe we'll screw around the bonus system or the compensation plan on people once they start to, get ahead. all sorts of different maneuvers that they feel and start to really exhibit as, power play sort of moves. Power play sort of moves, exactly, like the certain comments that they make. The fact that they may, have all sorts of conversations going on in their office that are lewd and disrespectful, that the other staff around can hear them, and it's disrupting to the, entire culture of the office. They've got drinks in their desk. They've got drinks in a cabinet. They ask you if you want to drink when no one else is around. They make you feel extremely uncomfortable. They're not looking at you in terms of a professional who wants to grow professionally and personally and be comfortable. They're more looking at how they can exploit you. And oftentimes you'll see this embedded in the compensation. But really how you can, start to identify it is by looking at some of the behaviors and mannerisms of these people. And you can pretty much guarantee that if you encounter this when you go on your job interviews, or you're being moved departments, or you're encountering a new professional in your department and you see these people coming in and you're wondering how's this going to be, well, it won't take you very long until you begin to really see their true colors. And like I always say, cheaters never win, and you can never win with a narcissist. You can never win with a psychopath. It's just an impossible game, because how can you play their game if you don't know the rules, and they keep changing the rules, and they're pulling out everything from underneath you so that they can get ahead, and they base their profession and their professional growth and their income oftentimes on a flavor of the month. In other words, they're not there to create a loyalty or a development of you as a staff member, or as a manager, or even as a higher executive, a C-level, a C-suite executive. They are just really looking out for their ends and their ends only. So if you see this sort of type of person, begin to suss it out and really, look realistically at your ability to move forward and whether it's going to be hindered by this person. Do you feel comfortable with this person? Is this person pulling a lot of tricks, a lot of pranks? The things that they say just don't seem appropriate. They tend to act a lot differently outside of work than in work. When you see this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of flip-flop of behavior, you can definitely, unequivocally state for yourself, this person is a narcissist. This person is a corporate narcissist or a corporate psychopath. Meaning they have no conscience, they have no qualms about what they do. The integrity and value base is really not there. And as you know, you become disposable. You become readily disposable, which means, a lack of security, lack of job security, lack of advancement, realistic planning for your future all becomes part of the narcissist and the psychopath. When they're in direct proximity to you, you can just say basically without a doubt, it's going to be a tough ride, it's going to be a bad deal, it's going to be a bum opportunity, and start looking onward. Trust your feeling, trust your gut instincts. So those are, just some of the behaviors to look at in terms of, how they host their meetings, how do they dress, their mannerisms, their change up of the compensation plan, the way they refer to people, whether it's in derogatory or sexist remarks. This does not need to be tolerated. This is absolutely unequivocally not a healthy environment for one to thrive and grow. It is only going to be toxic and made more toxic, and you don't want to be there to tell the story or hear about the lawsuit. So, look for some of these things in terms of their dress, their manner, their mannerisms, their behaviors, their vocal treatment, and just how they conduct themselves overall. It's generally pretty obvious when this person is in charge, and you're just getting yourself into a position where you're going to be taken advantage of. So I hope that helps in terms of what you're identifying in the workplace, or maybe what you're seeking in a workplace, and maybe helps you kind of curtail and reroute yourself in terms of where you'd like to really develop yourself professionally. Peace and harmony here with you here today. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, videos, and discussion. Good luck and have a beautiful day.